Have the courage to trust yourself. So often, we let perceived safety and quote unquote making sense on paper override our inner truth about what we really want and need. Learning to truly listen to ourselves is hugely important skill for living an authentic and fulfilling life aligned with our genuine goals and values. For some reason, we often listen to others' suggestions than to listen to ourselves. We don't fully trust our ability to make right decisions. In a way, we're afraid of taking full responsibility for our choices. Even when we know the best decision we should make, we often talk ourselves out of following that decision and do something else that our parents or friends think is good. But how does anyone know what is best for you? No, they don't. Let me repeat. Nobody knows what is best for you except you. Doesn't it make more sense to listen to yourself than others? It's easy to undervalue our own understanding of what is right for our lives and to get caught up in the opinions of others. But ultimately, you are the expert on your life, your dreams, and your needs. While others may offer advice, at the end of the day, it's your inner wisdom that truly guides you. Why don't we trust our ability to make the right decision? Mostly because of past failures and because of toxic environments from childhood where our parents had nothing but negative shit to say all the time. And that damaged our self-esteem badly. Don't let old failures or a negative childhood environment control your present decisions. Remember, you're not your past, and you shouldn't let it affect how you make present decisions. Mistakes happen, they're part of growth. Don't let fear based on the past hold you back from bold choices. Wrong decisions can be scary, but you know what is scarier? Not having the courage to trust yourself. Wrong choices can be intimidating, but they offer valuable opportunities to learn and grow. Being afraid of mistakes can be far more limiting. You know what is worse than making mistakes? Never making one. It is a fear of making one. A fear of errors makes us play it too safe. Sometimes, apparent mistakes can lead to unexpected growth and open new pathways. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. They will help open new paths that you have never seen it before. We're naturally afraid of making decisions, especially big ones, because we unconsciously think that once a decision is made, it's permanent and we can't change it. Decisions can feel overwhelming, but remember, very few things are truly irreversible. Many decisions are not truly permanent. Every decision is a step, not a final destination. While some choices have bigger consequences, there's almost always a way to learn, adjust, and change course if needed. Life is not that serious, and almost any quote-unquote wrong decision can be reversed, even if you may not realize it now. Poor mistakes can nevertheless teach you important lessons in life. The point is that there is no such thing as wrong decisions. There is no such thing as a final and done decision. Even with big decisions like buying a car, a house, a marriage can still be changed. Though obviously you need to be more careful about these big ones. In fact, when it comes to big decisions like this, you need to trust your intuition more than anyone else. It knows what's best for you. But sadly, many people aren't intuitive enough to recognize that inner voice and often are confused with their rational brain. The key is to have the courage to listen to your inner intuition, even when it may not seem to make sense logically. Our inner voice can sometimes contradict quote-unquote practical choices. It takes courage to follow our instincts, especially when the reasons aren't immediately clear. For example, you go take a look at a house. Everything looks good on paper. Perfect location, convenient, good price, and so on. However, there's something about it that makes you feel strange, and you can't quite put your finger on it. You see, in this instance, it may be hard to listen to your gut as your logic may make more sense. Logic doesn't always reflect the whole picture. Intuition can pick up on subtle cues that point to a less than ideal situation. The same thing with marriage. This person seemed great on paper, good looking, wealthy, intelligent, healthy, and so on. However, you feel like there is something missing and you're not 100% sure what that is. What would you do? Would you still go ahead with that marriage? Or would you listen to your intuition and decide to move on? And sadly, many people end up following their logical brain because it quote-unquote makes sense by them and their friends' advice. Following what looks right on paper can sometimes lead us away from what we truly need. It's crucial to listen to that inner voice, even when logic screams louder. Deep down, you know if something isn't quite right, no matter how quote-unquote perfect seem on the outside. It takes courage to listen to your inner voice, to your inner wisdom. But remember, it's always better to trust yourself than anybody else. Intuition and gut feelings should not be diminished, even when they seem to contradict logic or what looks ideal on paper. Our intuition can pick up on subtle cues that our rational mind misses. Keep in mind, trusting ourselves takes practice, especially when we have had experiences that undermine our self-trust. Practicing mindfulness, journaling, and starting small can help build this muscle. Mindfulness, start paying attention to your gut feelings in those moments when you have nagging doubts. Don't always brush them aside. Journaling, reflect on your past decisions. When did things work out when you follow your gut? When do you wish you had listened to that little voice? Small stakes practice. Start trusting yourself with smaller choices. Then build up. Notice how taking ownership empowers you. Like I said, intuition takes practice. Distinguishing between true intuition and anxiety-based fear is a learned skill. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time. Don't expect to become very intuitive with yourself overnight. It is a consistent, small practice over time. So be patient. Seek wise counsel, but don't let it replace your voice. Trusted friends and mentors can be fantastic sounding boards, but remember, their advice should supplement your own inner compass, not overpower it. So to conclude, the path to living your most authentic and fulfilling life starts with having the courage to truly listen to and trust yourself. While the voices of others will always be present, remember that you alone are the ultimate expert on what is right for you. Don't let fear of mistakes or a lack of logical justification drown out your inner wisdom. Start small if you need to, but make the commitment to tune into and follow your intuitive nudges more often. It may not always make sense at first, but have faith that your gut is picking up on important signals that your conscious mind cannot process. Making decisions in alignment with your deepest truth may not be the easy choice, but it is the one that will lead you to the greatest personal growth and profound sense of living with purpose. Have hope that each act of following your instincts will make this skill stronger. You possess an incredible internal compass. Trust it to guide you towards the extraordinary life you were meant to create. Remember, never doubt your ability to make the right decisions for yourself. Hey, thank you for supporting my channel. Don't forget to leave your boy good ratings and reviews. And until next time, never stop believing in yourself.